And now detectives are calling a 36-year-old chemistry student at UC Merced.
I'm Janet O. We're headed to Merced County to talk to the sheriff about a proposal to close the county jail that would...
A bottle lighting was used by a Merced policeman to bring down a man who fought 4 policemen and a highway patrol officer. The man died about a half an hour later.
January 2011, Mercedians began the year with an ominous warning of what 2011 would bring. As the homicide rate numbers were released, Merced recorded one of the highest rates with 11.4 slayings per 100,000 people in the county during the year of 2010. A hint of things to come in 2011, as the first homicide in Merced was recorded on January 18, when a man and woman were shot around 10 p.m. in the area of Conestoga Drive and Juneau Court. Both were taken to a Modesto hospital, where 33-year-old Lori Huatron of Merced passed away. And on January 23rd, an argument turns violent as 2 men begin yelling loudly at each other in front of a house on West 18th Street. The suspect, who fled the scene, pulls a gun and shoots a 45-year-old man, sending him to the hospital. He's lucky he survives. February. Forbes magazine releases their America's Most Miserable Cities list on February 2nd, and not to much local surprise, Merced is number 3, preceded only by second place Miami, Florida, and the most miserable city, first place winner, Stockton, California. In a statement made by Ron Polina, president of site selection from Polina Corporate Real Estate, and I quote, "Every company hates California," he said. "If I even mention California, they throw me out of the office." And who could forget that February was also the month of Merced Sheriff's deputies gone wild, as Merced County Sheriff's Deputy Anthony Sodini was arrested and booked into Merced County Jail for allegedly smuggling tobacco to inmates of that very same county jail. And of course, as is customary here in Merced County, another law enforcement officer gets busted for DUI. Apparently, off-duty Merced County Sheriff Sergeant James Pacheco's neighbors saw him arrive home in his Yukon and hit his own patrol car, which happened to be parked right in front of his house too. Thankfully, no one was injured, and sheriff's deputies who were on duty and had not been drinking at the time arrested Sergeant Pacheco at his residence and booked him into custody at the Merced County Jail, where he and Deputy Sodini spent some quality time together as cellies. March 2011. As a late spring kept most of Merced feeling cold and gloomy, Merced was rocked by a series of controversial and tragic stories. It began with the District Attorney's Office and Merced County Deputy District Attorney Matthew Shelton, as it was revealed that Mr. Shelton may have broken the law by making court appearances as a prosecutor in Merced County courts, while having been suspended by the California State Bar in 2008. A bench warrant had also been issued a year earlier for Shelton's arrest for failure to appear due to several traffic violations in 2006, including driving without a license. And March 22nd, Adam Wood, 19, a sophomore at the University of California, Merced, commits suicide by hanging himself from a 75-foot-high utility tower on the city outskirts. His body is visibly seen from the roadway by many and shocks the local community. And Atwater city government workers' pay and perks were called into question when it's revealed that a base salary, car allowance, cell phone reimbursement, and fully paid-for medical insurance gave elected city official members from $1,800 to $2,800 per month, and even a little more for the mayor. Further investigation by a local newspaper also revealed that many former city workers, including former city manager Greg Wellman, were collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in pensions from Atwater taxpayers.
And now detectives are calling a 36-year-old chemistry student at UC Merced.
I'm Janet O. We're headed to Merced County to talk to the sheriff about a proposal to close the county jail that would...
A bottle lighting was used by a Merced policeman to bring down a man who fought 4 policemen and a highway patrol officer. The man died about a half an hour later.